video, we are going to discuss the CA Inter paper number 6 audit strategy. In this video, we will be discussing the past 8 attempts exam analysis. Along with that, we are going to discuss how you can best and easily score 70 plus in your examination. And we are also going to discuss the question paper pattern and how you have to best study for your audit paper so you are able to easily score your targets. Without any further ado, let's get into the video, guys. So if you see here, we have got the past exam analysis of your examination. Yes, this covers starting from May 2019 until your November 2022 attempt. That is 8 attempts question paper is being covered here. You have around 13 chapters in your audit along with a few other standards on auditing which are not getting covered in your chapters. So here is the chapter wise breakup of all the chapters being questioned in your examination. Yes, and this comes to a total of 90 marks, out of which 70 marks is what you have to attempt in your examination, and this analysis is only of descriptive paper. MCQ is not covered in this. Right? So based on this past trend analysis, I have come up with a categorization of chapters, chapter category A, category B and category C chapters, which will rank from your most important to your least important chapter. So without wasting any more time, let me tell you how I have come up with this category A, B and C analysis and how you can utilize this to best score in your examination, right? Yes. So if you see, this is a ABC analysis right in front of your screen. Here I have category A marked in orange and your category B marked in your light orange. Yes. So how have I come up with this category A chapters and how I have come up with this category B chapters? Let me explain. So if you know something about audit subject, you must know that audit is all about how much you retain what you have read in your examination and how much do you are able to and how best are you able to present it in your examination. Whatever you have read, you must be able to retain, and whatever you have retained, you must be able to present in your examination. This is the most important skill to crack your audit paper. You must be able to remember all the keywords given in the book and yes, keywords. Yes. So based on this theory of cracking the audit paper, I have here written down the number of pages a chapter is there in your ICS study materials. If you open your ICS study material, chapter number 8, the number of pages chapter number 8 is covering is 24 pages. The number of pages at chapter number 9, that is your audit of items of financial statements, is covering is 104 pages. So I have ranked your pages from lowest to highest here, and that's how I've ranked your chapters. Yes. So this is number of pages. So for number of pages that it is being there in the ICI study material, I have also written here average marks the particular chapter is being questioned in the examination. Average marks the chapter is being questioned in your examination. So starting from 3 marks to maximum an average of 11 marks, chapter in your examination is being questioned for. So this is an average marks. That means depending on the past 8 attempts, what is the average number of marks it is being questioned for. So based on the number of pages it is there in the ICI study material and the average marks it is asked in the question in your examination, I have come up with a return percentage. That means if I read this number of pages, then how much marks am I getting against it? So the returns I have noted down here. And if you see, based on the returns, I have come up with a 6 important chapters, 6 important category A chapters, which will help you easily fetch 60 marks in your examination. Short 60 marks you'll be able to get from this 6 chapters. So first, your module 2 chapters, which is bank audit, audit report, company audit, audit of different types of entities. These chapters, if you see, it has been consistently asked in your examination and it has been asked for a good number of marks and it has been questioned for a good number of marks in your examination. So if you see, an average of 6, 8, 9, 11 marks are being questioned from your these chapters, and it is quite very important. Your module 2 chapters of bank audit, audit report, company audit, audit of different types of entities. For the number of pages you're going to study this chapter and remember it, the returns you're going to get against it is very, very good. And it is being also consistently asked in your examination. So it again becomes an important chapter. And along with this, you can also expect MCQs on these. And apart from these 4 chapters, from your module number 1, we have risk assessment and internal control and audit documentation and evidence. Against these 2 chapters also, you are questioned for 11 and 6 marks against the number of pages you will read, and which is also very, very important because it has also been consistently asked in your examination. Every single attempt a question has come from all these 6 chapters, so it makes them all the more important. Yes, so if you see, this is the descriptive part which is being questioned from this chapter. An approximate of 12 marks can come from this MCQ part of the 6 chapters. So 2 marks I have taken, approximate every chapter is being questioned in MCQ, multiplied by, this is also lesser number only that I have taken, multiplied by 6 chapters, which is 12 marks in every attempt approximately, which will give you a total of approximate marks of 63 marks. So if you read this category A chapter, you have to cover the entire study material against it. You have to remember whatever is given in this 6 chapters. If you do that, you will be able to answer your descriptive as well as MCQ question, and this will give you 63 marks in your examination. Yes. And the next category B that I've come up with is the next 3 set of chapters, which is again from your study material, that is your module number 1. automated environment, fraud, and your chapter number 1, nature, objective, and scope. So it is being asked in the examination almost consistently. Maybe in one attempt it was not questioned, maybe it would have come in your MCQs again. Yes. So if you see, the return is quite high in this also. An average of minimum 5 marks from each chapter is being questioned in the way of either descriptive, or if not 5 marks from descriptive, then at least from your MCQs it is going to definitely come from an average marks of 5 you can expect. Automated environment, fraud, and nature. And the number of pages here is also very less only. Yes. So that forms your category B, which is and comes for an average marks of 15 in your examination. So if you read your category A and your category B very well, then and 70 plus you'll be able to easily score. The marks will go from around 70 to 80 marks you'll be able to score in your examination. And category B, I'm not included MCQs. Excluding MCQs, I'm telling 70 to 80 marks. Yes. So if you include MCQs, it will be even higher. So these are your important chapters, and the rest is your not so important chapters. See, if your audit of items of financial statements you're studying, it is for 114 pages in your ICI study material. Average of only 10 marks you're getting from it, which is not very feasible, that you're reading so much and remembering so much, yet you're not able to get so much marks in the examination. But if you're good with this chapter, then you can study. This strategy is for people who find chapter number 9 to be difficult. So the best strategy would be read your category A chapters very well. Okay, that will help you cover around 60 marks in your examination, 60 plus marks. Then your category B, if you read, minimum 20 plus marks in your examination you'll be able to get from this also. So minimum of 80 marks you'll be able to score. Since audit, every attempt a question is being asked from almost every chapter. So categorizing them into category A and category B based on just the average marks will be very difficult, because it is being questioned consistently all the chapters. But depending on the number of pages you will have to study, what is the return you're getting on it. Based on that, if you categorize, then that is not a way of categorizing. So please concentrate on the category A chapters and study them very well. So what is the next best way to study? So as I told you, I have to already cover your ICI study material for sure. And if you see, the maximum number of marks a question is being asked in your audit paper is for 4 marks. So if 4 marks is the maximum number of marks a question will come in your examination. So you have to prepare accordingly. If there is a question which has around 15 points in it, you need to be smart. You need not read all the 15 points and remember it. Read around 6 to 7 points from that and remember that alone, which is very enough. So 4 marks is the maximum mark. So against it, if you study for 6 to 7 points in your examination, it is more than enough. So prepare your questions accordingly. Along with ICI study material, please study your MCQ booklet also. Please go through your MCQ booklet also, so it will give you an idea of how MCQs are being framed in the examination. This MCQ booklet will be available in your ICI website. Yes. And when you are studying your ICI study material, that is your module number 1 and module number 2, along with that itself, inside your chapters, essays are being covered. Correct? Inside your chapters, essays are being covered, and in this above chapters, essays are also covered. So relevant essays, whatever is there, I have covered including that itself. So read your relevant essays along with that itself. Okay? Yes. And then if you see, you have to practice your RTP, MTP questions, that you have to see what kind of questions are being asked in the examination, how is it being questioned. At least if not MTP, RTP in your previous year question paper you can cover. For category A chapters, go through your past 10 attempts, and for your category B and C, go through your past 4 attempts. Yes. And finally moving on to what is your question paper pattern. So you all know that 30 marks comes for MCQ and your 70 marks will be questioned as your descriptive. Right. So totally in your examination there will be 6 questions. Question number 1 to question number 6. And question number 1 is your compulsory question. It is your compulsory question. It will be a correct or incorrect question. So you will be totally given 8 questions, out of which you have to attend 7 questions. And each question will be of 2 marks. So 7 into 2 marks, 14 marks is totally what you have to attend. You have to write whether it is a correct or an incorrect. And you have to give a reason for it as to why you are saying whether it is a correct or incorrect. So that will be a compulsory question for 14 marks. Yes. And then out of your rest 5 questions, you have to attend any 4 questions, and all the questions will be for 14 marks. So totally it will give you 70 marks in your examination, and plus 30 marks for MCQ, which will be a total of 100 marks. So yes guys, so this was how I've categorized your audit analysis. You can also take a screenshot of this if you want to do any other kind of analysis by yourself. Let me erase this for you. Yes, you can go through this analysis of audit and you can come up with your own analysis also. If I was a student, I would have followed this analysis, but you might have a different strategy too. So please make the best use of this analysis which is given in front of you and prepare for your exams very well. Yes, thank you so much guys. If you like this video, please make sure to like, share and also subscribe to the channel, and comment down below your feedback on this video so I get motivated to do better next time. Yes, thank you.